Good morning. The Bill Show. Raw. The new one. Well, new old one, because it's still me. Just older now. Again, if y'all don't remember, I used to have a podcast just after Katrina, so it would have been the mid 2000s, like 2000. Because Katrina hit 2005, so it's like 6, 7, driving down to the Gulf Coast from Kansas City, and then being in Biloxi, Gulfport area, and going over to New Orleans a lot. Oh, that was so fun. That's when New Orleans was still fun. I know the storm. Come on, people. I hate slow people. The storm was had hit New Orleans pretty hard. Actually, hadn't hit New Orleans, Katrina, but they got a lot of flooding from failed levees that were never meant to contain flood or a hurricane of Category 5 strength. But anyway, so I used to do a podcast a long time ago, and everything now is on YouTube. So YouTube was still around back then, but it wasn't nearly like it is today, where how do I change a climate control thing in the truck? And you can Google it and YouTube it, and then you can find a video on changing the stereo or whatever. And it's amazing what you can find on YouTube now. So why can't you find me? So anyway, I'm back. It's probably not nearly as exciting as it used to be, but we get older. So now over in Pensacola, Florida. Lovely, boring Pensacola. It's actually got really nice beaches and stuff, but how many times are you gonna go to the beach? I burn. I have English DNA, I found out. Did one of those DNA tests. So anyway, I thought, why not let y'all know what's going on with my life. So obviously not everything, since everything is now super available online. I am running for office for the NKBA Alabama chapter. That's the local chapter that I'm in, even though I'm not in Alabama. There's no chapter here in Pensacola. So they're kind of based up in the Birmingham area, and since we have a second location up there, and I've been up there many times, figured why not move it to there instead of the one all the way over in Jacksonville. So that's it. We shall see how that pans out. What else is going on? Miss Kara and Miss Liza, my dogs that I used to have, both gone, of course. They're, I don't want to say replacements, because you can't ever replace a dog, but the new brothers and sisters are actually two brothers. An old poodle now, Rue. Got him, God, after he was out of Biloxi and Gulfport. So he's like 12 years old now. It's amazing how this time shit flies. I was looking at or listening to a song yesterday at work, Short Dick Man from 1995, because you Googled it, and there's a couple people at work who had never heard it. It's like, that's crazy. There's a Mustang driving like a nutcase, and I drive like a nutcase, and I can't believe somebody's driving crazier than him. But now he's not even passing. We were all hot to trot to go back there, dumbass. Anyway, so the format of the show was Riding with Bill. It was the Bill Show. I got that from Expo. The manager over all the designers in Kansas City. At one point, she was like, we were having a discussion. She's like, well, you know, sometimes you got to think about other people or do other things. And she goes, you know, it's not the Bill Show. And I'm like, yes it is. So anyway, I kind of adopted that. What else is going on? God, I say a lot on here. Oh well. So I figured, why not resurrect the Bill Show, Riding with Bill. You can ride with me to work. And we could discuss things. What's up with the cable and satellite? Cable sucks. So for watching TV. So we were on DirecTV forever. And then their rates just kept going up. And so I switched to YouTube TV. I was like, oh, hey, it's like $40 a month. And you just stream it. And it worked really well. Then they raised their price once. And I was like, okay. Then they raised their price again. And I was like, now it's like $65 a month plus tax. And I'm like, yep, time to shut it off. So, just got a little aerial antenna and a TiVo box that actually records from over the air shit. And what the hell, it seems to work. I have picked up a coffee addiction in the past 15 years. I need to look up those old episodes of the Bill Show and go find out when those dates are. I think I still have them on a hard drive, which is really crazy. But I don't know if I have all of them. I think I might have all of them, or at least most of them. I've never listened to them. I've listened to a couple episodes where I was trying to hear an old friend's voice, Greggy. He passed away a few years ago, and he'd been on a couple episodes, so it was kind of like listening to a ghost from the past. My new big kick that I have to have, I love my truck. I've got a 18 F-150. Love it. It's how I've always wanted to configure a truck, and when I was actually looking for a vehicle, the Ford dealer here had actually like a dozen of them, all exactly the same. And I was like, oh, cool, super cab. I didn't want all the crazy options in it because it had to be in my price point. I wanted the vinyl interior and vinyl floor because of dogs, and I've been doing dog transports too a lot, which is awesome. I love helping the babies. Actually, I've got another one this weekend. Like the weekend of the 11th, I think it is. So, anyway, help some dogs through the corridor, the panhandle, usually coming from Texas, going over to mid-South Florida. So I got the truck, love it. But next vehicle has got to be, and will be, a Tesla. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a used Model S or a new Model 3. Maybe even a Y. If they bring out the long-range rear-wheel drive Y, I might even go for a Y, even though I'm not an SUV fan. I love the Model 3. I love the Model S. Going to Denver, my old boss has a little mountain cabin up outside of Denver. And there's a dude in Denver on Turo that has two Teslas that he keeps full-time on Turo, rents them out. And one's the Model 3 Performance, the 2018, and the other's a 2015 Model S, 75D. And he rents them out for very reasonable prices. So the Model 3 rents out for like $89, $99 a day. And the Model S he rents out for like $75 a day. I've got the, so we went up there in July, and we rented the Model 3, and it was so much fucking fun. Once you drive a Tesla, you can't compare it to any other vehicle. It's just so much fucking fun. So I'm going back up to the cabin Labor Day weekend because Tracy has to work. Oh yeah, I'm married too now. Been with Tracy for like 10 years now, and but he's still working at Lowe's, so he has to work Labor Day weekend, and I've got a cheap flight booked with Frontier. And some people pick on Frontier, but honestly, for the price, and they fly non-stop from Pensacola to Denver, and I've got a flight booked for the weekend in Labor Day, round trip is like $60 or $70. I'm flying both Tracy and I out in November for like 4 or 5 days for my birthday, and I got those tickets for $22 round trip. 22 for 2 people nonstop. We flew them in July to go out there. It's a no frills airline. There literally are no frills, and if you want anything, you got to pay for it. So if you want a carry-on bag, you got to pay for it. If you want a checked bag, you got to pay for it. If you want an assigned seat, you got to pay for it. What else you got to pay for? If you want first in line, you got to pay for that. But if you watch their prices on the seat assignments and everything, at one point I got them for like $10 a seat, so I went ahead and assigned us exit row seats. So it was like, okay, that's worth an extra $20. So even all in July when we flew round trip, it was still, and we did each check a bag, and learned that we could probably check one bag, just a bigger bag. But so all in, we were like $250. The car costs twice as much to rent as the airplane flight, which is crazy. 3-hour nonstop. They don't give you any food or anything on board either, but part of that's with the stupid COVID shit. Don't even get me fucking started on that crap. But anyway, with this whole COVID scam, my mom is terrified. So I was gonna go back up to Kansas City to see my mom, see the kids. Oh, by the way, again, if you had followed the old podcast, you would know that I was married before. I had Married with Children. We divorced, God, like 25, 30 years ago now. Jesus. Anyway, and she had the kids, and she remarried, and he legally adopted them. But I've touched base with them. So I now have 2 grandkids even. It's crazy. The Bill Show with 2 grandkids. But anyway, so I was going to go back up to Kansas City earlier this month. Just a couple weeks ago. I was going to go for my mom's birthday. And she's all freaking out about the whole stupid COVID shit. And the kids are kind of freaking out about it. And I was just like, well, if nobody really wants to see me, then fuck it, I'll just go back to Denver again. So, anyway, I've tried rescheduling for after the elections because I predict that after the elections are done in November, COVID is magically just going to dissipate. And we won't hear any more about it. Or maybe brief mentions, but it's not going to be this whole, we got to lock down everything, everybody's got to wear a mask, all that crap. So anyway, I do have some masks now. I got a biohazard. I just got this one in the mail too, so this is going to be for my flight. Tesla. Nice, huh? Anyway, it's time to go to work. Way too exciting. Why is there somebody sitting out in front of the store at 7:22 in the morning? We don't open till 8. But sometimes they'll try and catch you on the way in. I need to put up my sunscreen. So anyway, I'm trying to keep these shows to about 15 minutes because apparently that's a good time frame on YouTube. And I also don't want to bore you to fucking death. So, hold on, I need another sip of coffee. What else is going on? I need some good barbecue. We have a new place down on the beach. It's actually pretty good. Water Pig barbecue. Not bad. Is this one of the hotties? There's a really hot guy that works next door. He's got one of those trucks over there. But I don't see him now. He has no ass, though. That's sad. Very sad. What else? So again, if you remember New Orleans from several years ago, bathhouses, bars where there's some seedy stuff going on upstairs or at the pool table. Sun. Oh, there's Tracy. Guess it's time to end the video. We're about 15 minutes anyway. Y'all have fun. Talk to you later. Bye.